Recording.
Hi, this is Stephanie, and this is my final presentation for Communications Term 6. I'm doing my speech today, 2 days ahead of schedule because we have a storm in the Gulf, and we're looking at some nasty weather this weekend and possibly evacuating, which means packing up the computer and hitting the road. So, we're doing this just in case. Today I want to tell you about my hometown and what a great place it is to visit. Many of you probably know New Orleans as a party town, and know us for Mardi Gras and drunken shenanigans on Bourbon Street. We are so much more than that. So I thought I'd tell you about how to make the most out of New Orleans vacation. Let me first start off by saying this. Do not ever plan a New Orleans vacation in the months of August and September, as evidenced by our current weather situation and every other year previously. Now is not the time to visit. Aside from the oppressive heat and humidity, which even us are not dealing with, and we're about done come August. You'd hate to book your flight and hotel only to have them canceled because of tropical weather, and trust me, it happens every single year. Any other time of year, though, New Orleans is a great vacation destination that is surprisingly affordable. Forbes actually says that our city is the fastest growing city in the United States, and we are growing and improving every day. Now, once you get here, what do? First off, hotels. New Orleans Online will send you to many very expensive hotels, and if they suit your budget, that's great. But if not, there are plenty of hotels in any budget range in the downtown and French Quarter areas. Do your homework, and you will not be sorry. There are no bad hotels in our tourist areas, which are downtown and the French Quarter. It's all really how fancy you want it and how much you want to spend. Just keep in mind that you're not going to really be in your room that much. So that being said, how do you get around the town? One of the best features of coming to New Orleans, according to AAA and most of us, that you don't need to rent a car while you're here. Once you get in the cab from the airport, you're downtown, and that's where everything is. Everything to do and see is accessible on foot or one of our many transportation options. You can hop on one of the streetcars, which we have here. They'll take you from the Laurel Garden District all the way across to the cemeteries. It's like 10 miles across town. We also have pedicabs, which are fun to jump on, make your foot traffic a little easier. And if you're feeling fancy, go to Jackson Square. You get on a little buggy, ride around, you get a free tour from one of the awesome buggy drivers. And for a bigger view of the city, we just got these, it's a double-decker bus. You can sit on top, you go across the whole town, and you'll see everything. They'll take you to the cemeteries, you'll see the lower Ninth Ward, where you can see what Katrina did to our homes. They're still not repaired. And then you can take it all the way to the lakefront, Lake Pontchartrain. I just went on the bus tour, and I have to say, as a native, it was really cool seeing my city from a different point of view. And I know everybody has heard about the awesome food that we have in New Orleans, and you heard right. And I'm not bragging. I have lived all over the United States, El Paso, Chicago, North Carolina, and Florida, and we do have the best food in the world here, bar none. But it can be overwhelming, so we're going to go over some tips over what to eat here. I do suggest eat a light breakfast. This is not the place to eat heavy in the morning because a full belly and heat is asking for nothing but trouble. If you can, eat at your hotel. Make sure you find one with a continental breakfast. That's all you really need. And find a cafe, or if you want, find a cafe or a coffee shop. And my favorite ones to have a light breakfast, we have PJ's Coffee and the Broken Egg Cafe. That's on Magazine Street. Both are great atmosphere and great prices. Lunch spots numbered by the hundreds. They can be found just about every corner. If you're looking for a quick lunch, you got Mother's. Mother's is awesome. It's downtown by the Superdome where the Saints play. And you can get a great po' boy there. Or you can also go to Crescent City Brew House, which is one of my favorites. You get a great burger, and they also have craft beer paired with everything, which is really nice. For a hot summer day, you get a cold beer. Or you can try one of the many po' boy shops, you get a shrimp po' boy. And the tip is, if they ask if you want it dressed meaning down here, means lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, and pickles. If you don't like that, tell them no. And you have to at least stop once at Central Grocery and get yourself one of these. This is a muffalata. This is the best Italian sandwich you're ever going to have in your life. It has ham, mortadella, provolone cheese, olive salad. It's delicious. Get that in a bottle box. You have a quintessential New Orleans lunch. For dinner, dinner's full of choices too. Fine dining is our thing in the evenings here, and you can't go wrong with any of Emeril Lagasse's or John Best's restaurants. I really can't recommend anybody in particular because I love them all. We really do just have the best food here. If you want to know, ask your hotel, somebody in your hotel. They'll tell you where they like to go. That's where you need to go. Try to make it a point to have this. This is called gumbo. Gumbo is our soup down here. It is awesome. I promise you won't regret it. Get it somewhere. Make sure you see crab legs and shrimp in it. If not, it's no good. Turn around and walk away because it's frozen. What you will regret, though, is overeating, which is real easy to do here. We like to feed people, so portions are going to be large. Plan on splitting. And if a real New Orleans chef, they believe in the two holies. We call it butter and cream. So if you're not used to eating heavy food, take it easy or you're going to end up with a bellyache. And y'all, for the love of all that is holy, please do not eat a Lucky Dog. It is a street food hot dog found on many corners in the French Quarter. Just don't do it. You will thank me. Now for cocktails. We are known for daiquiris and hurricanes down here. Get one at least once. You'll love it. Word to the wise, though, a recent USA survey says these cocktails have more than 3 times the normal alcohol a regular mixed drink would. So take it easy and moderation is key here. While you're here, try some of our other less famous worldwide but dear to us natives cocktails. The Sazerac, Pim's Cup, and get a New Orleans Bloody Mary that's got shrimp, okra, spicy beans. It's like a salad in a glass. It is awesome. So drink up, but remember to be responsible. Nobody likes a sloppy drunk tourist, especially your bartender. Now that we covered how to get around and how to keep yourself fed and hydrated, let's talk about what you do in New Orleans for fun besides get drunk on Bourbon Street. Come on. We have so many awesome sights and things to do. I promise you will not find yourself with nothing to do unless you are intentionally hiding out in your room because you're hungover, which happens, and it's okay. First off, we have our cemeteries. It sounds a little creepy, but a day tour of the St. Louis cemeteries is a real treat. Down here, we bury our loved ones above ground because we're above sea level. So they create these elaborate crypts, and families will bury people on top of each other. I know it's weird, but it's a really cool history lesson. And if you're really lucky, your tour guide will be very informative, and they'll give you all kinds of ghost stories and all kinds of cool stuff. But, I mean, these are made of solid marble, and they have been there for hundreds and hundreds of years. It is a really cool tour to go on. I do not recommend going at night because it's really creepy. But that's just me. Some people like that, and they do have night tours, so knock yourself out if you want to go. We also have the Natchez Steamboat. This is a paddle wheel steamboat run on steam. It is almost 200 years old, and if you can see on top, we have the Calliope. Plays music all the time. It's a great little half-day cruise. You can get on it and cruise around the river and see the sights of the city and still have enough time to do something left, for the rest of the day. It's a beautiful ride. We really enjoy doing that with the kids. And my favorite place to take the kids is the John James Audubon Zoo, which is ranked one of the top zoos in the country according to Time magazine. If being outside is too much, the Audubon Institute also has an excellent aquarium, which is also nationally recognized. And the newest attraction, an insectarium, where you can eat worm salsa and chocolate-covered crickets if you're brave enough. There is also world-famous Jackson Square, which I have over here. Jackson Square is the home of St. Louis Cathedral, which according to Catholic Archdiocese has been there since 1974. It's one of the oldest Catholic churches in the United States. It's beautiful, open to the public during the day, and it's awesome to see. The ceilings are painted very much like the churches you would see in Italy and things like that. And a bonus is the air conditioner is always on full blast. We also obviously have the French Quarter, where you can walk around and hang out on Bourbon Street, and also on Royal Street in the French Quarter. You can wander in and out of art galleries and antique galleries. You can lunch in a quaint little French cafes. There's just all kinds of things to do. And of course, do your thing on Bourbon. And as always, you can come down in early spring and experience the biggest free show on earth, which we call Mardi Gras. I suggest if you do come from Mardi Gras, you plan ahead. And as a parent who lives here with kids, don't bring your kids. No, just don't bring them. So as you've seen and heard, New Orleans is a great place to visit and is much more than a party town. I hope I've given everyone a little bit of insight on how awesome the city is, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you.